Hi friends! I'm going to wait just a couple minutes for some of you to jump on while Facebook builds me an audience. I'm super excited to share this recipe with you guys. So I've been getting a lot of questions lately about how to curb a sweet tooth but still stay on track with your clean eating goals. So I see 2 eyeballs. When you guys hop on, just drop a comment so I know you're here, and then we will get started really quickly. I see 3 eyeballs. Brett Allen Isbell's on. 6 eyeballs. I'm gonna wait just a couple more minutes. When you guys hop on, throw a comment or a thumbs up or something, and well, oh, hey Dalton. Dalton's on. We can start now because Dalton's on. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get started so that we don't take too long. I have an assistant. His name is Brett. He's gonna be in and out helping me. So I am gonna show you all how to make a cleaner version of red velvet cupcakes. Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and we all love to indulge in some sweet treats. So this is a really awesome way for you to be able to stay on track with your goals, but still enjoy one of your favorite treats. So let's get started. Oh, there's some more people. Okay, we're here. If you guys have any questions while I'm going along, just I can see all of the comments. They're just a little delayed. So drop your comments or questions, concerns, whatever, and we'll get those answered. Okay, so let me turn my camera a little bit. Hi, Candy. I'm gonna get too far out of it. Okay. So you're gonna need a food processor. I don't have a food processor, but I have a Ninja right here, like a blender, but it serves as a food processor. So we're gonna go with it. So first you need 2 eggs. Hi, Cindy, sorry. 2 eggs. You're just gonna put those in your food processor. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me turn my camera a little bit. There we go. Okay. So 2 eggs, no shell. Well, you can throw this away. This way. Okay, 2 eggs, and then musician over here. Okay, here's the thing. Before we go any further, there's going to be a couple ingredients that you're probably going to be like, I'm not eating that. Just make the recipe and try it, because I promise you, you'll like it, and you won't even be able to taste half of the stuff I'm putting in here. And I also want to preface this with the fact that this recipe can be found on Beachbody On Demand in the online Fixate cooking show with Autumn Calabrese. So that's where I got this recipe from. The next ingredient is 15 ounces of beets. This is what is going to give the cupcakes the red color, like a red velvet cupcake, without all of the extra food dye and stuff like that. So stop scowling at your screen because you can't taste them. It's just for the color. So
don't use the ones by Dre.
What?
Don't use the ones by Dre.
Brett said don't use the beets by Dre. Be sure you use these beets. And you also want to drain these. So 2 eggs, a drained 15-ounce can of beets. Then you're going to take 1/3 cup of extra virgin coconut oil. And I cook with coconut oil all the time. I use it instead of olive oil most of the time, like even when I'm just cooking something in a skillet. And for those of you that don't use coconut oil, you should totally try it. You can't taste the coconut flavor at all. It's just a healthy substitute to other oils that are a little fattier. And this is what the container looks like. Extra virgin coconut oil. So I'm gonna take 1/3 cup of that and put it into my food processor. I do have to say the beets don't smell best, but you can't taste them, so it's okay. Then we're gonna use 1.5 tablespoons of pure vanilla extract, and all of this is still going right into the food processor. So there's 1 teaspoon, here's 1/2 teaspoon. And then we're gonna do 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk. Then we're gonna do a tablespoon of lemon juice. You can't really taste the lemon juice either. It's just kind of to, you know, to kind of give it a little bit of a bitter bite like red velvet cupcakes tend to have. So we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of that. I'm gonna post this recipe after I'm done too, so you guys will have it. And then we're gonna do 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. So I've never cooked with coconut sugar before. There's what it looks like. But it's super good. It's just a really awesome substitute to regular like white cane sugar. So 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. And then we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt. And then 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. So this is just gonna help the cupcake be super rich and delicious. And then it's gonna get really loud for a second, but you're just gonna mix and blend all of this up, and then we're gonna add the flour to the cupcake mix. So hold please. Stir it up a little bit and then turn it on one more time. Ooh, it's so pretty. So red. It smells like beets though. That's okay. It doesn't taste like beets. Okay, so that doesn't take very long. You just kind of want to get everything kind of blended together and get those beets chopped up really fine so that they don't add any texture to the mixture. And then I'm going to transfer this from my food processor into a mixing bowl, and I'm going to use a hand mixer to add the flour in. You can definitely use like a stand mixer, or if you have an actual food processor, you can definitely just add the flour into that. I just prefer to mix it by hand. So I'm going to pour this into a mixing bowl. Over there. And you guys can see, I think, how really pretty, kind of a rich, deep red it is. So awesome there. Okay, so now we're going to add 1.5 cups of gluten-free all-purpose flour. So we're just going to add this straight to the mixing bowl. I think you can see it. What are you guys doing? Do y'all have any questions? Y'all being awfully quiet. And you want to make sure that this 1.5 cups is pretty level, not heaping, because then it'll kind of throw off the texture of your batter, of your cupcake batter. So we're going to do 1.5 cups of that. And then we're also going to add 1/2 cup of almond flour. You're getting hungry. Come over, you can have one of my cupcakes. So this is the almond flour. We're just going to do 1/2 cup of that. And if you want to know why we're mixing gluten-free all-purpose flour with almond flour, then you need to watch the Fix8 cooking show, because they're the professionals and they tell you exactly why. No, the flour does not have to be gluten-free. I'm just trying to make this as clean as possible and where it caters to a wider variety of people's nutritional goals and needs. So it definitely does not have to be gluten-free. And then our last ingredient for the cupcake batter is going to be 1 tablespoon of just regular baking powder. This is what's gonna, of course, help our cupcakes rise. We're just gonna put 1 tablespoon in there. Then we're gonna mix it all up, and then we're gonna be done with the batter part, and we'll move on to the icing. So I'm just gonna use a hand mixer, only because I don't have a KitchenAid stand mixer. My birthday's in May.
What?
Brett. So we are gonna give this a good mix. So close your ears again. You just wanna, well, I guess it's not that loud. You just wanna mix it up enough to where the flour has really moistened with the rest of the mixture. So it's just really smooth and really well mixed together. Do you guys have any cool Valentine's Day plans? What are y'all doing for Valentine's Day? Or do you not celebrate Valentine's Day? This doesn't take very long. You just want everything to blend together really smoothly so that your cupcakes aren't lumpy. Nobody likes lumpy cupcakes. Oh, this is so pretty. Yum, yum. Wait till you see the finished cupcakes. Really gonna be saying yum now. Hey, can you do me a favor?
No.
Can you wash these?
No.
Because I'll need them for the icing. Okay, so I want to show this to you guys. Oh my goodness, can you see that? Looks so good. You're going to the OU Texas basketball game? That's so much fun. Oh, you have to work. I'm sorry. I definitely have to work during the day on Valentine's Day. Okay, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. Okay, so now our batter is all finished, and we're just going to fill our muffin tin. So you don't have to use the papers. I like using the papers because then you don't have to spray anything, nothing sticks. And hello, look how cute they are. They have hearts on them. So this recipe should make, where's my 1/4 cup? Ah, here it is. This recipe should make 18 cupcakes, and 1 cupcake is a serving. So here's the thing. There is sugar and flour in this recipe. It's definitely like a splurge treat, even though it's a healthier version of a splurge treat. Don't eat all 18 cupcakes, right? Because then you're kind of defeating the purpose. And there is an icing that goes with it. So just keep in mind that 1 cupcake is 1 serving, and that you're going to use a 1/4 cup measuring cup to put the batter into the muffin tins, and that is how you know that you're actually having the right kind of serving. So, oh, okay. So we're going to go on ahead and fill our muffin tin with a 1/4 cup. You're just going to pour it right in there and try not to make a mess. And if I measure right, I should be able to fill all 18 of these up. A lot of times, when I don't use a measuring cup, I end up with like 6 or 8 cupcakes that are just like ginormous and they don't cook right. Because I'm like, oh, I can just eat 1, but it'll be a really big one. But you have to keep portion size in mind here. Because even though it is a clean cupcake recipe, it's still a cupcake. And that's another thing that I was going to tell you guys is if you buy a... Will you turn this camera a little towards me so they're not just like looking at the bowl? A little more. Yeah, there you go. Okay, if you buy a red velvet cupcake, like a traditional red velvet cupcake at the grocery store, you're gonna be consuming about 600 calories. This cupcake recipe, 1 cupcake with icing, has less than 200. You're welcome. And look how pretty they are. Can you guys see the color of this batter? I mean, it's just so pretty. That's the purpose of the beets. You cannot taste them, I promise. I don't like beets, you guys. I don't eat them. I wouldn't make you eat them either. Looks like we're doing good on the batter. We have one left, so we're gonna use, might have to use our little scraper. Yeah, so that's not quite 1/4 cup in the last one, but I bet we can finish it off with this. If you guys don't own one of these things, you need one. Yes, Nancy, and that's probably a low ball estimate too, with 600 calories, because then you have like the buttercream icing and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna finish off this last cupcake, and look how perfectly we measured. So now you can guilt-free eat a whole cupcake and know that you're truly getting one serving, because this recipe makes 18 cupcakes and we just perfectly filled 18 cupcakes. So you hopefully have your oven preheated to 350 and you're gonna pop these in for 18 to 20 minutes. I keep mine on sort of the low end of that at 18 minutes, and they've always been done at that time. So use the toothpick rule, stick a toothpick in the middle of them, and if it comes out clean, then they're done. But definitely check them at 18 minutes, and if they need a couple minutes longer, do that for sure. So I'm gonna throw these in. And now we get to chat for 18, I'm just kidding. I already have some made. I'm not gonna make you look at me for 18 minutes. Okay, so do we have any questions about the batter? Because if not, we're gonna move on to the icing, which really is my favorite part, right? Because you get to like lick spoons and stuff. Okay, so for the icing, you're gonna need the food processor again. So I'm gonna use my Ninja. Turn this a little bit. Make sure you guys can see me. I'm glad I crack you up. I'm glad I cracked somebody up, because Brett's not entertained by me, clearly. He's just standing here looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's like, what are you putting in those cupcakes?
Are you not entertained?
What? That wasn't funny. Okay, so we have our food processor. We are going to sort of make our own powdered sugar, because this is gonna be sort of a chocolate. It's gonna be a spin on a buttercream, but it's gonna be a chocolate spin on a buttercream, if that makes sense. That's why you should make brownies. Yes, Sam, I only make brownies to lick the beaters in the spoon. Does Walmart carry? Yes, Walmart does carry the almond. They wanna see Doug.
All right.
Walmart does carry almond flour, for sure. Actually, Walmart carries all of these ingredients, and I'm going to post this entire recipe up so you'll be able to. Okay, Doug's coming, you guys. He's coming. We put him up because we didn't want him like running around being crazy and, you know, needy. But here he is.
Go there.
Doug. Doug. Can y'all see him? Oh. Here, hold on. Oh. I don't know what I just did. Okay. Okay. I think we had a malfunction here. Ah! See, Doug messes everything up. Okay, come here, Doug. Come here. Here he is. Look, you guys, he's as tall as me, and I'm like almost 5'11". You see this? Do you see this? Okay, I'm cooking. Let me wash my hands. I didn't think about that whenever I was playing with him. So now I'm all clean again. Okay, so let me put the camera back. Now we're gonna do the icing while our cupcakes are cooking. Okay, so like I was saying, we're gonna sort of make our own powdered sugar, essentially. So what you're gonna need is 5 tablespoons of the coconut sugar that we used for the batter. So you're just gonna put 5 tablespoons right into your food processor, or your Ninja if you don't have a food processor. You love him. I'm glad somebody does, because on most days I don't. I'm just kidding. I really do love him. I know I complain about him a lot, but he really isn't that bad. That bad. Okay, so we have 5 tablespoons of coconut sugar, and then we're going to do 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. Doug is huge, y'all, and he's only a little over a year old, and he's 80 pounds. Okay, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, and like I said, we're basically making a powdered sugar, except without all the extra crap. So I'm just going to put this in my food processor, and just for like a millisecond, kind of mix it all up. Okay, so you can kind of see it made like a powdered sugar. Hey, Dawn. So you're just going to pour that into a mixing bowl, like so. I didn't set my timer.
I got you.
Okay, guys, we're to the part of the process where there's another ingredient that you're probably going to make faces at, but I don't care. Because you know you're going to be so curious that you're going to try it, and you're going to make it, and you're going to try it, and you're going to love it, and then you're going to be like, wow, Beth was right. And I'm going to be like, yeah, I was. Okay, so once we have our homemade powdered sugar in here, these are avocados, in case you weren't aware. Avocados. These are going to serve as a butter, essentially. It's going to make our icing really creamy and rich and delicious, and no, you cannot taste them. I don't know, you tell me. Do you think that the avocado icing is more weird or less weird than the beets in the cupcake? You tell me. We'll take a poll.
I vote avocado.
You think the avocado's weirder?
Yeah, totally caught me off guard.
Yeah. I'm kind of a catch you off guard kind of girl, though. What do you guys think? Is the avocado weirder or the beets? So you're just going to cut your avocado in half around the pit, of course. And here's the thing. You need your 2 avocados to be really ripe. Avocado's more weird. Yeah, I figured. You won't be saying that when you try it, though. Nancy. Okay, so here's the thing. I got the pit out. You cannot tell your kids or your spouse or your better half how you're making these. You just make them, and you just say, I made you red velvet cupcakes, and you just give them to them, and then they eat them, and then they're like, man, these are so good. And then you're like, guess what's in them? More weird, but okay, the beets do sound. The beets do like they do smell bad, y'all. For real. But they're just.
The cupcakes smell like cupcakes.
The cupcakes smell like cupcakes, and they're really good. Here's the thing: this guy over here does not like clean food or anything that has weird ingredients in it, like this, and he likes these cupcakes. So you literally just cannot tell your kids or your spouse what's in them, and you just make them and you decorate them up really cute, like I'm going to show you, and you just feed them to them, and then you say, yeah, see. Okay, so we got our first avocado cut in half, and we're just going to scoop it into the mixing bowl. We're going to do the same thing with the other one. And like I mentioned earlier, for those of you that just jumped on, you want to make sure that these avocados are super, super ripe. Which in Oklahoma is really hard to find. So if you need an avocado for a meal or to make red velvet cupcakes, you have to like buy them in advance and let them sit on your windowsill. Love your kitchen. Oh, thank you. Yes, less than 200 calories, you guys. It's so worth it. And I wish I could just like feed you one through the phone when I'm done, because you would not be disappointed. Meat and potatoes. That's like Brett's 2 middle names. Meat and potatoes.
Brett, meat, potatoes, Isabel.
Yes, Brett, meat and potatoes, Isabel.
Cheese.
And cheese. He really likes cheese too. But yeah, you just can't tell them what's in it. I can't wait to make my hubby try this.
That's the good stuff.
Yes! In yo face, Amanda. That's it right there. Because guess what? I totally did that to Brett.
Mm-hmm.
He came home and he was like, you made Valentine cupcakes? And I was like, yeah, I'm so sweet. You want to try one? I was like, I'll even let you have one before dinner. And he did. And he liked them.
That's a good tip.
That's a really good tip for an avocado. Yes. Whoops. So one thing you don't want to do is put the avocado pit in your icing. You don't want to do that. You just want to scoop out the meat of the avocado. Okay, so we have both of our avocados in there with our homemade powdered sugar. Then we're going to do 1 tablespoon and 1 teaspoon of lemon juice.
Chocolate guacamole.
Brett keeps calling the icing chocolate guacamole, but I don't want you to think of it that way because it doesn't taste like that.
It tastes like chocolate.
It tastes just like chocolate. Okay, so there's 1 tablespoon and then 1 teaspoon. Whoa, did you see what I just did? Okay. And then 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, Amy, just pause right there and remember that question. I'll get there in just a second. 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. There is an ingredient that I'm going to put in. Yeah. There's an ingredient that I'm going to put in that will not make the icing green. So there's our vanilla. And here's the ingredient that is going to make it not green. I need another measuring cup. Hold on. 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. So I know I said that we're kind of making like a makeshift buttercream icing, but it's going to be more of a chocolate buttercream. Dawn, I totally will. Are you going to be there? I totally will. Remind me. I forget. But I absolutely will. So we're going to do 1/4 cup of cocoa powder. Bloop. Lid back on that. And then we're just going to mix it all up. So like I said, the cocoa powder makes the icing not green. Because who would really eat a cupcake with green icing?
Not me.
I don't think Brett would have tried my cupcake. Hi. I don't think Brett would have tried my cupcake if it would have been green. Now, this will take, I'm going to say at least 1.5 minutes to get the avocado like really mixed up with everything so that it's a really creamy, smooth icing. So, just hang out for about 1 minute or so while I get this mixed up. Oh, Amy, you're so sweet. Hi, Sonia. You guys have any questions? I can answer them while I'm doing this if it's not too loud. We're looking like icing.
You're going to have to post the recipe.
Yes, I'm going to post the recipe as soon as I'm finished so that you guys can try it. And I'm going to do a giveaway also. So if you're still hanging on watching, wait till the end because I'm going to tell you about the giveaway.
Am I eligible?
No.
No.
Brett just asked if he was eligible. No. I just made him cupcakes for crying out loud. Next video should be how to make... Okay, Kayla, you got it. I used to be able to do it a lot better whenever I had long hair, but it still works sometimes. I can do it with short hair and I'll put my extensions in and do it with long hair. Yes, I'll do a fishtail video. I can do it this weekend if y'all want instead of waiting till next week. I also wanted to do like a Valentine's Day makeup video too. So maybe I could do like a Valentine's Day makeup and fishtail braid video. Okay, I think we're almost done. Dusty, Mom, yes, yes.
See what Isaac said?
Bring her a piece tomorrow. Okay, I will definitely do the makeup. Have a chance to win, Doug.
Oh gosh, yes, please.
You missed the video that I did. Was it last week?
Did you give Doug away?
Well, I tried. I told everybody that Doug would be my giveaway.
It comes with a large grocery bill.
He comes with a large grocery bill. Y'all, he eats 6 cups of food a day. Loree, yes, I'll bring you a cupcake. Wait till you see the end product. They're so pretty. Okay, now I'm not going to be rude. Yes, I am. Hold, please. It's so good. I'm going to set these aside because I'm licking these later. I won't be that rude. Brett's raising his hand. He thinks he's getting one. No. Okay. So here is our icing. Let me show you what it looks like. Y'all, it's so creamy. Like, so yummy. Do you see that? So good. And it smells like rich chocolate. Oh, Nancy, you don't want Doug then, girl. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I have some cupcakes that are already done. So I'm going to show you what they look like. Look how pretty they are. Look at the color. They're a really deep, pretty red because of the beets that you can't taste. So now we need to ice them. You can do this a couple different ways. You can absolutely just use a butter knife and now 1 serving of icing is 1.5 tablespoons. So you don't have to measure it out, but just don't like pile the icing on it, okay? So you can absolutely use just a butter knife, and if you don't really care about them, you know, being super fancy. Look. Or if you want to be a little fancier, Ella asked if she, yes, I will bring Ella some for sure. Or if you want to be a little fancier, not that this is fancy, because it's not like a real icing bag or like a piping bag, but you can use a Ziploc baggie. You can turn it inside out like this. And then you can put the icing in the corner of it. You hold that bowl. My assistant.
I'm a hand model.
He's a hand model. He works for free, y'all.
Or for cupcakes.
He works for cupcakes. I just really need to stress to you guys that Brett does not like weird things. And I know the avocado and the beets, you know, it can sound a little weird.
It's real weird. Just plain and simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird, straight up, but it's good. Okay, so you have all of your icing in my makeshift piping bag. And then we're gonna seal it up. Can you hand me those scissors, please? And then you have it all in one corner, like this. And then just cut the end. I'm sure you guys have done this before on regular cupcakes, but just cut a little bitty. You should make sure that your kitchen shears are sharp so you can cut. I got it. Okay. And then remember, 1.5 tablespoons is a serving of the icing. Amy, I'll answer that question in just a second. Yes, you can bake and be healthy. Those of you that were in my free clean eating group, I hope that that is something that you picked up on throughout the course of those 3 days, is that clean eating doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be restrictive. It doesn't have to be frustrating. You can literally make any recipe cleaner. That's all there is to it. Okay, so remember, about 1.5 tablespoons, and you can kind of just, ooh, I'm doing good. Look at this. I should be a baker.
That's impressive.
Ooh, we have a jam. I didn't cut the hole big enough. Will you cut that hole?
Yeah.
Get that off. Hold, please.
Don't squeeze it.
Okay. Ew. Okay. Okay, we're back in action. Okay, so just kind of go around in a circle. Boop, 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 boop. do one for Brett so that we can eat one to show you guys how good it is. Winter, that's so sweet. Thank you. Oh, I need to cut again. Okay. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, and then if you have kids and you really want them to love these cupcakes, guess what you can do? You can get some sprinkles, these are, like they have little hearts in them, they're super cute. Just put a couple on top. And look at these cute little things. You guys, seriously, look at this. And they're healthy. They're less than 200 calories. Less than 200 calories right here. And we're about to eat them and show you how good they are. I do also want to show you the really pretty plate of them that I made earlier because I'm a little proud. Look at this. Oh, those cupcakes are done. Look, guys. Don't they look so good? So good. So just to show you again, in case you just jumped on, this is what they look like with no icing. So they're a really pretty deep red color. And then this is what they look like when they're iced. So cute. I'm definitely gonna post the recipe so that you guys can make them at home. Don't forget that 1 cupcake is 1 serving and that this recipe makes 18 cupcakes and 1.5 tablespoons of icing per cupcake. Brett, come eat one. I know you want to. 200 calories each. 200 calories is with the icing, you guys. That's so funny. Hi, Ella. I also wanted to mention again that this recipe comes from the Fixate Cooking Show on Beachbody On Demand. If you are interested in recipes like this, dinner recipes, side recipes, every holiday they do like a themed cooking show. So like Valentine's Day is right around the corner, so there's lots of Valentine's Day recipes. Christmas, Thanksgiving, they had really awesome recipes of ways to make traditional holiday food healthy. So awesome. Can you peel the paper down? Yes, let me show you. Can you see? Let me take it out of the paper. Do you guys want me to really show you how I eat cupcakes? I'll show you. It's not cute, but it gets the job done. So I always take the bottom of the cupcake off. Hey, come over here, show them. Show them you're eating it. Look, look you guys. He's picky. Nope, get over here. He has chocolate on his face. He likes them. Ella said, hi, Peyton. Okay, so I take the bottom of the cupcake off and I put it on top. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else do that? Look, it's like a cupcake sandwich where the icing is in the middle. It makes it really messy and it's not near as pretty as it was a second ago, but it's so good. You guys, you've got to make this. You have to. It's so, so, so good. I'll post the recipe. If you have any questions while you're making it or before you make it or while you're grocery shopping, comment in the comment section below this video or the next post I'm going to make with a picture of the cupcakes, and I will get them answered for you. And we're going to do a fishtail braid and makeup video soon. And Sonia, your kids do that. I know, I'm not the only one. Absolutely. If you need more healthy recipes, send me a private message and I'll get you some. You have to eat your cupcake like this. I'm telling you, it's like a sandwich. And that way, like when you take a bite of it, the icing doesn't get like, you know.
All on your top lip.
All on your top lip or in your nose. You guys, you really don't know what you're missing out on. Okay, I'm gonna go enjoy my cupcakes now. And I'm gonna practice what I preach. And I'm only gonna eat one. Okay, so if you make them, take a picture of them, tag me in it. Here's the giveaway that I forgot about. if you share this video before Saturday morning, I will do a random drawing and I will send you one of my favorite cookbooks. And, oh, I forgot to answer this question, and I swear I'm gonna go. Amy, you asked me if I eat healthy all the time. Ish. I like to follow like an 80-20 sort of diet where 80% of the time I'm extremely focused in on my nutrition. I eat really clean, but I like to indulge every now and then. So 20% of the time I try to limit myself to enjoying those things. So we can talk more about that. If you have more questions, just send me a message. I'll eat one and Brett will eat the rest, yes. But if you guys have any questions, you want more recipes, you want to see more of this sort of stuff, just let me know. I hope you all have a great Valentine's Day. Don't forget to share the video and your name will get put in a drawing for my favorite cookbook. So I will talk to you guys soon and I hope you have a great Thursday evening.